Rise royally, high vibes for you. My name is Legend and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, please make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're interested in content surrounding healing, manifesting, and self. If you are returning, welcome back. I truly appreciate your love and support. As the title states, I will be doing a continuation of the 5-part series for December, our senses. In this one, we are doing hearing, which is basically messages from spirit. Or your higher self, whatever your religious preference. Any information you would like to know about me, such as booking, additional social media handles, is all in the description box below. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started in the message. I was called to use a different, meditation music than I typically do. It's actually one that is to increase strength, courage, and emotional balance. So I feel like that is kind of what Spirit's message is to you for December, or what it has been that has been producing this for you, depending on where you are with the energy. So Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, please give me the focus. Give me the focus, Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, the focus for the collective energy for December. What is the focus of your message for the month of December? One card, please, Spirit. Thank you. It's the Pillar, followed by Get Wild. Now, intuitively, this is definitely giving me a level of a portal energy. And if you know anything about portals, it's typically, it could be linked to quantum leaping in time, literally. Like if you energetically, right, affirm that you're going through the 1111 portal, for example, or maybe even the 1212 portal that we had earlier this December, it's like, okay, I've gone through a transformation. I'm embodying this higher version of myself. And as a result, there's a level of setting yourself free, getting wild, having a sense of adventure, being able to explore different parts of yourself that you didn't allow yourself to do before because you were too conscious of other people's opinions, of your own opinion of yourself and what it is that you wanted to do in comparison to others that you've witnessed. But we do have Speak Your Truth here coming out. It's an energy of the Ace of Swords, which to me is, like I said, going through this gateway and unlocking, discovering a new way of expressing yourself, a new truth about who you are currently, who you were, and who you're trying to be, who you want to become in this life, what it is that you want to do, what experiences you want to have that you've been limiting yourself from for whatever rhyme or reason. So the Pillar is the main focus for the energy. And like I said, the underlying energy is so you can get wild, so you can explore and experiment. I'm looking at the Pillar. There's crystals on here. There's roots on here. There's 2 snakes. There's also hearts on here. So it is giving me a level of like uprooting, shedding limiting beliefs, traditions, values, definitely transforming with the scorpionic energy. There's a full moon behind this Pillar, so it is also giving me a level of releasing emotional energy, embracing unknown territories as well, embracing the unknown in general, being open, and a lot more nurturing energy to self as well, and not limiting yourself. So this is really good to see. I do want to touch and see what the book has to say for a quick little brief extension of this. So it says the Pillar signifies a need to rise to the occasion. It indicates a time where we may need to be all things: the backbone, the nurturer, the provider, the lover. The Pillar asks you to step into these roles as best as you can, knowing that you are being pushed outside your comfort zone. You will learn just how capable you are. So it is time we take our gifts to new heights and learn that our perceived flaws are just that, perceived. If you have been resisting a new opportunity or role that has presented itself, it is time to step into it and trust that you will learn as you go. This is also a time where our container grows. We learn just how much space we can hold for ourselves and for others. Continue to listen to yourself, fill up your own cup so that you can be there for others, but do not forget to push yourself. Balanced pillar energy is being able to wear many hats, to hold space for family and community, but doing these things with empowered boundaries. It is placing your personal well-being and needs first, knowing that your service will be better because of it. Unbalanced pillar can go a couple of ways. In an attempt to maintain all control, one can get domineering and manipulative. On the other hand, they may find themselves becoming codependent, where their identity gets wrapped up in the need to caretake others while forgetting about themselves. If you find yourself in the shadow of the pillar, ask yourself, where can I soften up? Where can I put up boundaries? Where or what are my personal needs, and how can I go about meeting them for myself? Right in alignment with the message that I was getting intuitively. So now with that being said, let's go into the message on your purpose, speaking to like your life purpose and discovery surrounding that. Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, for the collective, please. For the collective. Give me a message on purpose. So we have angel coming out, and this says helping those in need with no expectation of return. The shadow attribute is acting innocent or angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. So to me, it's the light attribute here with the purpose. I do feel like this pile could be, I said this pile, I'm not even doing a pick a pile, good Lord. But I do feel like this group, if you will, that's watching this video, if it's not so much that you're doing a spiritual practice of like a light worker or things like that, it's more so you embodying that of an angelic presence where you're able to give without expectation, which transmutes into you having a level of gratitude for being able to give, for being able to make a difference, being a benefit in someone's life, and just knowing that God is going to give it to you return instead of looking at it or seeking it from a person or from an action that you're doing, knowing that this reward is just naturally going to come to you. We do have warrior coming up as the underlying energy here. So it says strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will, heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice, and conquering the ego. And the shadow attribute is trading ethical principles for victory at any cost, indifference to suffering inflicted on others. So some of you are learning how to come out of a manipulative energy. We got to be honest and face the shadow aspect of ourselves. Nobody's perfect. You know what I mean? And as the card of the pillar stated, whether it's codependent or manipulative, this comes from us not making sure our needs are met, from us not stepping up into our own authority and placing that expectation, demand, role, responsibility on other people or on circumstances, such as it's like, oh, I'll be able to when I have. And what's popping in my head is that of like a homeless person, right? Where how many times do you find that you see someone homeless comes up to you, and instead of giving, right, you may have a level of a prejudgment, right? We're human, it happens based off of how we feel they got there, or if they're telling the truth or not, or if the money's really going to go to feeding them versus a codependency. In that example, right, we're just supposed to give, right? Because we're seeing a situation, a person, whatever, that doesn't have what we have, but we do have, right? And whatever you're going to give, you're not going to give them your whole life savings, you know what I mean? But $5, $10, $1, your change, the last bit of your burger, you know, whatever snacks you've got in the car, whatever drink, whatever, it's not going to kill you. It's not going to hurt you. And you're being a blessing to someone. And as a result, like I said, it comes back to you tenfold. In that example, in the same situation, you can have homeless people that don't have anything to give for real. And they're the ones that are always open to sharing, more so than those who are abundant in whatever it is that they're lacking. So in this energy of the warrior, with the stripping of the ego, it's mastering this attribute of releasing expectation that's really standing out, where you're not deciding or doing something based off of a desired outcome, or receiving something in return regardless. It's really learning how to just do something because it's the right thing to do, because it's a part of your morals, your values. Again, speaking your truth did surface from the bottom of the deck with that, with getting adventurous and getting wild, but having the discipline to do so fearlessly. So even, I don't know why homeless people are really coming through here, but it's like if you're in a friend with a car, or if you're in the car with a friend, right? And typically, like when you're by yourself, you're giving to a homeless person, but your friend doesn't have that same connotation. So you kind of embody that energy and don't speak your truth. Don't do what you feel called to do. That would be you being in the shadow attribute of this warrior energy. Indifference to suffering inflicted onto others. Trading ethical principles for victory at any cost. Well, the victory in that situation is not looking like a lame, not, you know what I mean, going against your friend or whatever the case may be. That's really what's coming through here, is learning how to just do and releasing expectation and just trusting that as long as you're in alignment with your destiny, your north node, you're speaking your truth, you have pure intentions, and you're doing things with leaps of faith and not out of like a timid energy or a scarcity, you're going to be fine. And I think that that's what you've learned, or you are learning with the month of December. So as a result of that, let's see what the job well done is for you from Spirit. What was the job well done for December? The job well done for December. Whew. What's a crowd to a lion? It's the courage here. You standing in your power, standing up for what you believe in, and ascending in a higher level of consciousness, walking in this truth, being a leader. Some of you are spiritual practitioners, and you have a calling to be a role model, a guide even, if you will. Some of you guys are supposed to be influencing people publicly. Some of you maybe not on such a grand of a scale, and it's just in your immediate environment, your circles, things of that nature. But the job well done here is showing yourself compassion. With this card, this is an energy of Leo for me, and what that's saying is that you're allowing yourself to express yourself without worry of other people. You're also going for what it is that you want here based off of what it is you feel called to, listening to your intuition, but it's finding the true pleasures in your life. It's finding what brings you fulfillment. But it's not based upon anything outside of self. It's all coming from within. And it's a more authentic discovery because it is so spiritual. You're getting back into your pure form, which to me is the Akashic record version of yourself. Like why you were really put here, who you really are, what you really like, what it is that you aspire to do, what inspires you to do, who uplifts you, who is encouraging and of the same interest, and who is of low vibration that's different, that you kind of need to stand up to and walk away from, or whatever the action may be. But this is the job well done for you, is finding your strength and your courage and standing in it and ascending in your consciousness through your journey, seeing things from a higher perspective. So let's take a look at what you're healing as a result of this. What is the healing that's coming as a result of this, Spirit? A lot of you guys are learning to stand up for yourselves too. This is giving me an energy of people who get a lot of criticism, if you will, and in the criticism, they tend to internalize it based off of their own already existing insecurities. And that also stems from, to me, situations or traumas, if you will, that emotionally you haven't taken the time to really heal from, to shed those layers of protection, if you will, or the guard that's blocking you from the sense of adventure in life. So in healing, the bottom of the deck of this is connection. So it says the trigger statement is it's too much. The true statement is I am grounded in my body. So use your empathic abilities to connect with others. Discern the information you receive and do not take on what is not your own. So again, confirmation. Some of you guys really are spiritual empaths, psychics, intuitives, things of that nature, and you're awakening to this understanding and finally having the confidence to go out and express this. Some of you guys, I'm not gonna lie, are coming into a realization that, I don't know why this is coming through so strong, but that this is not for you, that this is not right, that there's another pathway for you to do. This angelic type of work. That's not going to resonate with everybody, but there is somebody that is manipulating their gift. They use their gift in a way of manipulation. This would be like scammers, to say the least. But the scamming isn't... The scamming isn't necessarily the plot, if you will, where it's consciously scamming. It's from ego. It's like fear-based tactics to solicit customers, things of that nature. Also doing things out of getting acceptance from people. Versus really just being yourself. Others of you, though, as it pertains to your day-to-day life, this is you, like I said, not being too caught up in your head or what other people think, and allowing yourself to be grounded in this truth, because ultimately this is a relationship between you and spirit. This is a higher self knowing. This isn't going to come from something outside of you. Very, very, very much spiritual. But you do have revive when it comes to healing. So I cannot stand myself is a trigger statement. The true statement is I am aligned. Go within and allow everything that is not resonant to be purged, so you can come from your heart and your seat of power. Confirmation to what I said there. I know this is like super glary. I apologize. You also have I inspire. Excuse me, I said that wrong. Well, inspire. So it says the true statement is I am stuck. The trigger statement is I am stuck. The true statement is I am filled with possibility. So allow yourself to float up above any thoughts or emotions and see what is needed for you to process them and move forward. Again, ascending in consciousness coming through here by connecting to your heart space, allowing yourself to be open to receiving and also open to giving. Resonance. The trigger statement is I am right. The true statement is I am open to the unknown. So again, kind of surrendering control and embracing the unknown with adventure instead of needing like a full-blown map. Like maybe the map is more so like, okay, this is where the destination is I'm trying to get to, right? And so you go in that direction, but as far as like the straight and narrow pathway, maybe you're open to taking detours or to discovering, you know what I'm saying, like the way to get there, or as you go is what I'm trying to say. But the statement here with resonance is you are being shown that, what is dissonant in your life. Allow the beliefs that are not serving you to fall away and be open to your bright future. Definitely coming out of comfort zones. This is also speaking to your confidence here, speaking to the Leo energy. But ultimately, it's you being real with yourself and allowing you to receive what you're discovering you desire. Because however you were going about doing it before, it wasn't going to happen, friend. Because it was very much an ego. This is all about letting go of your ego. So when it comes to what you need to give to spirit, God, angels, ancestors, whatever you identify with, it's surrender stress. And it says, take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to center. This stress is definitely giving me emotional. And in the idea of emotional stress, this is it's really giving me third house, where it's like third house, fourth house, and first house. It's the perception, your perception of things, what you perceive to be true, but based off of your roots, your foundation, what you've experienced, and how you perceive yourself, how you take care of yourself or have been up until this point. So instead of stressing about the level of success, fulfillment, happiness, expression, and the response that you're going to get in doing so, just kind of let it go and do it. Don't overthink it. Because I feel like your thoughts, with me just seeing water and air here, and then the fire behind her representing passion, it's like your thoughts are getting your emotions stirred up. So kind of don't focus on what you don't want to see, what you don't want to happen, how other people look and are perceived, their success, their victory, their recognition. It's all about focusing on you. Give me one more with this surrender to stress. Surrender your attachment to results. Letting go of expectations. Doing something and sitting around waiting, like, okay, is it going to do this? Oh, it didn't happen like that. And then still lingering and waiting for something to happen. Again, being caught up in your head, stirring your emotions. So with this, it says the formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. Be open. Just be open. And think positive thoughts surrounding it. Surrender to your soul's path is at the bottom. So your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. All is not for nothing. And all of this is a part of your destiny to get you to the imaginative success that you visualize, that you fantasize about, but you don't live out loud. You don't take actions to making a reality because you're afraid, because of time, because of materialistics, resources, help, support, opinions. Once again, it's whatever, but they're all illusions. And in the resources, the materialistic, that's a part of abundance. It's all around and it doesn't run out. But if you have a mindset of scarcity or feeling like, oh, so-and-so's already doing, you know what I mean? It's too late. Well, guess what? That's the energy you're going to experience until you shift your mindset. So what is in the near future as a result of this? Show me the near future for the collective, please. This is so beautiful. We have new life coming through. And then we also have trust coming through. Bottom of the deck is release. I love this. I love it. I love it. I love it because it's confirming the original message with the pillar that I said intuitively and then dive deeper into with the book. And with this new life, it's definitely giving me a lovers type of energy. And I say lovers because it's you bringing yourself back into center. It's you bringing your nurturing energy of your feminine and the warrior energy of your masculine. And if you look here, you can see with the angel, this is very much more feminine. The warrior is masculine, coming into alignment to be able to create this new life with the world card. But in truth though, it's a very honest life. And in order to do so, you had to get in the chariot and ride off with spirit and trust and have faith into the unknown. You had to get out of your comfort zones in the way that you think, in the way that you do, how you speak over yourself. You know what I'm saying? The people that you surround yourself with, the places you allow yourself to go, or what you allow to occupy your time, right? This is judgment. But in this judgment, it is like a rebirth of you because you're releasing what's been holding you back. And as I said that, don't come for the card. I think this is candle wax. But with Earth, it's justice with the 11, making a decision to cut things out that are not in alignment with you, with the energy of 42. And that's the Emperor with the High Priestess, trusting your intuition on what you need to let go of. And at the same time, with the release, what it is that you need to express with the energy of the sword. But being grounded in this. I said this was judgment. Here it is. With 20. The divinity of the feminine energy here. And then grounded in this came up right underneath it. And this is the energy of 22. So here you have angel number 222. Which it's like making it impossible to see. But it's 222. Quite literally. So this is really, really beautiful to see, to say the least. I do want to pull some charms for you to see what comes out with this new life and trust. But before I do want to dabble a little bit into what the author has to say. So with new life, it says the arrival of new beginnings or the budding start of something beautiful and long lasting. It says drawing this card can indicate a need or desire to start over with a sense of childlike wonder. What you are beginning will have a strong impact and far reach. Drawing this card can indicate a positive relationship and or experience. And then when we look at trust, it says step into the unknown. All may not be revealed at this time. Trust in unseen forces. Meditate on this and let go of all attachments or possibilities to free yourself from your dharma and increase your trust in your guides and the universe. This is really dope. It's just like I said. So now let's see the blessings. Okay, I got this today. I love how I'm able to take the donations and all the investments that you guys do in my channel and like pour it back in, and then I find like stuff like this. It's just dope. It's dope. I feel like I manifested this today because I was using, oh, it's all the way over there, this little snowflake thing, and I'm like, well, it's not going to be winter all the time. What am I going to use? And then this popped up and it says blessed, and it's what I wanted it to say, something along the lines, because that's what I look at my charms as, like letting you know the blessings and stuff that's coming. But anywho, I digress. So if this is a little loud, I apologize. Oops. The blessings coming, please, Spirit. We'll do one more. Yep, Spirit wants this to come out. Okay. Wow. Okay, let me just say, naturally and organically, what's a crowd to a lion? You have this swan sitting on top of both of the cards, and then you have a unicorn that came out on the ascending consciousness. So this is really, really beautiful to see. Let's take a look here what came out in the bucket. We have an arrow coming through, which is giving me you have a new level of focus. We also have a bag or a purse coming through here. Now I'm looking at this as one of two ways. I do feel like for some this is like releasing baggage. Well, for all really, it's releasing baggage. But then I also feel like it's like you guys getting into your bag. So I have no idea where the video cut off, okay? But like I said, first off, you got the arrow, which is speaking to a level of focus that you're developing here. Then you have the bag, which is giving me the fool's journey because he travels lightly, and this is only so big. It's not like it's a tote. It's also giving me releasing baggage that no longer serves you at the same time, allowing you to be more optimistic, and also actually getting into your bag for some of you. Then we also have the Wheel of Fortune with the anchor here. And when I see the Wheel of Fortune with the anchor, to me it's like a change in direction, which is like very fortunate for you, but it's also stable. And remember, the cards were talking about a long-lasting change here. And you also have the stability with the rope here. And to me, the rope is very much symbolic of how spirit has you protected. And you're also holding on to spirit, very grounded in this energy. We also have the bicycle, which is speaking to you ending a cycle and starting a new one for me. And also continuing to push through, to go forward. Then you also have a peace symbol that's coming out here, which is speaking to tranquility for me, for you. You finally finding balance in yourself to allow you to find it externally. Then we also have this mermaid here, which is definitely speaking to a lot, okay? It's a lot. I am going to look these up, certain ones, just because I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. But then lastly, you also have an actual sword that came out, which is speaking to a truth, you speaking your truth, also severing ties, severing limiting beliefs, things of that nature. Oh, and we also have a Campbell, which is representation of perseverance. Also wisdom as well. So let's go ahead and confirm a couple of these for you, because some of these I have not gotten to when it comes to my guidebook. So hold on, I want to make sure I give you everything Spirit wants you to know. Some of you, this is a relationship that's going to be coming in that's going to help you. I got that very heavily when I saw this ascended in consciousness and what's a lion to a crowd. So it says, it heralds development of our intuitive abilities and altered states of awareness. In other words, the spirit animal insists that we learn new ways of thinking, breathing, and going with the flow of life. The symbolism means new spiritual growth is on the horizon. What did I say? It says, it also asks you to accept your ability to know what lies ahead. Therefore, you should follow hunches and pay attention to your instincts. Definitely speaking to a lion as well, okay? While doing this, you must also not forget to honor the feminine intuitive. What did I tell you? Balancing both. So alternatively, the swan symbolism is reminding you of your inner grace and beauty. The poise is something that you must allow to shine forth for others to see. They are good at accepting the healing and transformation. So they are good at accepting the healing and transformation that is so constant in their lives. Listen, I'm here for it, okay? What was the other one? Oh yeah, mermaid. Now that's also representation of like temptation sometimes, but to me, as it pertains to you, it's just the magnetism that you have the ability to attract based off of being in touch with your emotions. Because when you think about a mermaid, they're all in the water, you know what I mean? So it says, I like to think the symbolism is letting our hearts and our passions overrule the analytical mind. Exactly. sometimes this stuff we are attracted to doesn't have to make sense, and it's okay to be captured by odd otherworldly music, especially if it's not just music, right? Broadening music is related to the throat chakra, which is like forms of expression, truths, basically. So damn it, okay, especially these days when conformity, conservatism, and overthinking can be utterly soul numbing. Yeah, it's talking about you allowing yourself to go toward your dreams, go towards what you desire, and express yourself freely, even if it's odd in comparison to how you've been doing it in your environment, or if no one else is on the same thing, being your own person. But this is what I got for you when it comes to your message from Spirit. Surrender to your truths, release what is hindering you from doing so, forgive yourself, and follow your passions and be confident. And surrender your stress and attachment to results. Give it over to Spirit. Okay? All right. I love you guys. If you found it helpful, hit the like buttons. Let me know. I'm sending you lots of love, peace, clarity, abundance, and overflow. And until our next encounter, you make sure you continue to stay in a high vibe. Bye.